Good morning. How you doing today? Trying the other tablet again because it does seem to be brighter, give more light. Some coffee. So today we are using a set from Declaration Grooming, Peaches and Scream. So soap and splash, and we're using one of my favorites, Gray Dog Quilt, with a brown Maggard synthetic knot in it. Razors we're using today. Going to be comparing two razors and not trying to start a controversy whatsoever, but two gentlemen that had made razors in the past together were Ross and Andrew of Paradigm. And Andrew, not too long ago, came out with the titanium Diamondback, which has become a favorite of mine. Ross recently came out with the titanium Ascender razor, is the name of the company, and it's the Eagle R1. And so he came out with that recently. It was a limited production, I believe, of about 100 razors. I didn't get it. I was just seeing mixed reviews on it too, and that's the point here. Everything is subjective. Everybody's different. And when sometimes I'll be trying to razor out, someone will say, "Well, what do you think? What did you think of it?" And I'll give my thoughts on it, and they'll, "Well, try using it this way, or be more shallow, be more steep with it." I've been shaving like this for almost 20 years now, and shave with about anything. If you go back and look at my videos, especially the vintage stuff I use. Not bragging, just saying, I know how to use a razor. I know how to feel where the blade is and how it's cutting. So my take on it's just my take on it, and as can be seen in some of the reviews, when you look on the forum, it's all positive ones, but I've had feedback from others privately, not putting the razor down, but just saying they had a different experience. So you shouldn't be afraid to just express what your experience is with the razor, especially if you're experienced in using these razors. So that said, I'm just comparing these to see my thoughts on them, and that's all I'm indicating here. So Paradigm Titanium Diamondback is high polish. The Ascender Eagle R1 is a matte finish. Both very attractive, beautiful machining, nice fine touches on this one. There's a washer underneath this, but even where the handle connects to the base plate, it has some engraving in it. Both very attractive razors. Handle's a little different, but similar as well. This one's a little thicker than this one. This one's round. This one's got like a hex shape to it. I think hex. I didn't count how many. But anyway, we're gonna put Diamondback on this side, Eagle on this side. Let me go ahead and get my face wet and get some lather going here. And again, using these two razors is not to create controversy. I'm just simply taking the two that were ones that work together, and there's been comparisons between them, so I just want to see my thoughts, since they used to have that question people would pose on the forum, what's your desert island if you could only have a razor set, if you could only have one. And I never liked that because I like variety. And honestly, the Diamondback is the first razor that ever came along that I was like, yeah, if I could only have one, this would be it. I was willing to admit that. And so any razor I would get at this point is going to have to beat that out, especially if it's a premium razor, which this one is. The Diamondback had a pre-order special, so it was a better deal. But then even when it was full price, when it was available, it was the same or less than the Eagle is, and it's a high polish finish. So there's some difference there in the cost, the price. But there's a difference in timing too of when the Eagle was released. Cost and things have been going up recently, so that could play into it as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll start from the right side here with the Diamondback. And I have a Wizamet, brand new Wizamet blade in both of them. Love the peach and cream scent of this soap, and it's a good soap. I got a little too much water in it, I think, so it's a little runny, but it still works like a champ. It's been a while since I used it. Thought it was time to pull it out. There we go, first pass, both smooth shavers, no issues whatsoever, as you could see, to use them. The head shapes is slightly different on these. A little taller on the Eagle, a little more bend it looks like on the Diamondback, so the blade will come out a little more you know, tilted down. This one just, and it's just slight, ever so slightly different. So I will say that while they are not the same razor, their characteristics of the shave are very similar to me. They're very close, and that's this is I've used the Eagle, I forget, 2 or 3 times. And one of the shaves, my last one, I was using both of them, trying to compare them, and I thought I'd just do that on video. But like I said, the shave characteristics are very similar, and I'm just fine-tuning, just trying to get my feel on where I'm at with them both. And I felt after today's shave I would be able to give a conclusive feeling on them. I usually know after a first shave with one, you know, where I'm at with it. 1, 2 shaves max. But I wanted to be thorough and give every opportunity. So when I used them yesterday, I felt they were very, very close to being the same. And I looked at the blades. I thought I had a Wizamet in both of them, and I had a Wizamet in the Eagle, and I had a Dorco Prime in the Diamondback, which to me is not as smooth as the Wizamet for a blade. Very sharp, just not as smooth as the Wizamet. But they still came out very, very similar to me, the shave itself. So that's why I put a brand new Wizamet in both of them for this morning shave. And it's about, I don't know, 3:30ish, quarter to 4 this morning on a Friday. I'll have this up before most of you wake up probably. Do it too. A little touch up around the mustache and mouth area with my single edge razor. That's why I'm throwing a little soap on there now. Okay. All right, against the green. So as hopefully you can tell, not any trouble using either of these. Either of these razors. They're smooth shavers. You can't go wrong really getting either one. Neither is available right now as far as I know. I was considering this one, had a want to buy posted. On the buy sell trade, and I did have someone reach out to me and offer me it. So no matter what my decision is with regard to it, it's not slanted by, oh, I can't get that one, that's why I prefer the other, or vice versa, or anything like that. All right, let me grab, I always use this this little single edge shield, 3-piece AC style. Not the looker like some of the others, like the Tatara Amakuni or the Vector, but shaves just as well, really. And great for my touch-ups in these tight areas. All right, let me get a quick rinse, and then we'll get back. Final thoughts on the razors. So, witch hazel. Getting about gone. I'm going to have to add some more to that. And we'll get the brush rinsed out. Let me give the shave a chance to settle down and check how they feel. And a quick towel strap. Clean this up. You see me use this thing a lot, and it's a favorite that I have from Grey Dog. Put that shield razor back. Okay. All right, and some splash here. Get a feel first. So, you know, thoughts I've seen on the forum with regard to the Eagle. Best razor ever. Others have talked about it being more aggressive than the Diamondback. Giving me, some have said it's given them weepers, and that never happens. Irritation. And probably some felt that way maybe about the Diamondback. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been out a little while. To me, they're very, very close in the characteristics of the shave. If there's a slight more blade feel, it would go to the Eagle. But it's almost imperceptible to me. I felt like the Diamondback had slightly more efficiency, and again, it was almost imperceptible. But especially in this jawline is where I would notice the difference, and that's why I wanted another shave today with the Diamondback, because the Eagle seemed to just always leave that, and it would come back pretty quick. If it felt like it was gone, like right now during a shave, like, you know, 30 minutes from now, I'd be like, oh man, I didn't get that, or whatever. But the Diamondback seems to get that. So to me, and I think it's just a matter of how that blade contacts the skin, where it's at, where it's natural, and it's the shape of how that blade's being held. So there's so many different things that go into the geometry of a razor. It's more than just blade gap. Everybody focuses on that. You've got blade exposure, you have the shape of the blade and how it's attacking, you know. Some say go steeper, and you know, then if I was to do that with the Eagle, I'd be scraping with the blade rather than it cutting through the hairs. So that's going to give you irritation. Anyway, but I had a great shave from both of them. They're beautiful razors. I would still lean towards this. I like shiny things, but the matte finish on this is beautiful. It's not like it's a machine finish. It's very attractive as well. So you can't go wrong with either of these if you could get one in the secondary market. I would say go ahead. You know, if it's in your disposable income, you're able to. So just a quick shave, recap of those, and I'd like to thank Rob, Extra Protein, on the forum that was kind enough, very generous to send this to me, Rob, to give me a chance to try that. Since they were all sold out. Anyway, thank you for joining me with this shave. Hope you're having good shaves out there and enjoying whatever you're using. And that's what it is in this hobby. Just enjoy what you're using. Don't get caught up in all the other stuff and the drama. Anyway, Dave in Kentucky, be kind, be safe out there, and we'll see you on the forum.